Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Sinful Sunday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of info. Check out the description box. Today I give you a brief synopsis, which I actually wrote it, which is why it sucks so bad. Your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for where you can watch this for free, and then if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's came out back in 2019, directed by our dear friend Stephen Noel Sibley. It is none other than Ruby Rain. Wow, what an interesting movie. It runs at 17 minutes. It is very like nail-biting, edge of your seat type of movie. It's got a lot going on for just 17 minutes. If you are a fan of giallos, I think you will enjoy this because it has a very strong giallo vibe going on. So definitely check this one out. Now, what exactly is Ruby Rain about it? Well, it's about this guy who's a killer. At first, you don't know if it's male or female. You're witnessing a woman who's sitting in the middle of the woods, fixing her makeup, and it's kind of a strange place to fix your makeup, but that's neither here nor there. She is freshening up, and as she is freshening up, she notices through her compact mirror that there is a excuse me, a person stalking up behind her wearing all black, and as soon as she turns around and screams, the person in all black decides to hightail it out of there and runs away as fast as possible, removes the mask. You see who he is, and then he moves on to a different place. He goes into a yard where you can clearly tell that the woman that one of the people, which is an old lady, is very much a blind person and cannot see his movements or detect him in that fashion. So he sneaks upstairs. There's a man, an older gentleman, sleeping upstairs. He puts the pillow over the face and then begins to tickle his insides with his knife. He starts stabbing the hell out of the guy, and then eventually he goes downstairs, and our blind woman jumps out and scares him, actually. Boo! One of those numbers. And then she starts talking to him because she thinks that she knows who it is. You find out things that are interesting after he eventually offs her. And then we end the movie. But as we're ending the movie, we're treated with some dialogue from our killer, and he is talking about his motives and who he's going to kill. It's quite interesting. This is definitely one. It could have been longer. Show some of those extra motives in here. Make an extended release of this movie. I think it'd be really cool to redo and add all that extra on there. Granted, yeah, this has been 5 years ago. I think it's been a long enough time that you can do more to it. I know that Steven is very busy with the taped up memories, taped up families trilogy. I know that's really got him going, really busy right now. Which I'm really excited for. If you haven't seen those, definitely hop on board and check those out. They are just absolutely just for found footage movies. They're great. Now on to the three things that I love my movies to me. First is audio. The audio is fine in this. It is crisp, cool, and clean, as I like to say. There's not a moment where I misunderstand a character, can't understand a character, can't hear a character. I think it all worked very, very well on that end. I want to scooch this down. There we go. It worked out very well on that end, in my opinion. I think it is very, very good. So I'm going to give it an A on audio. Now on to dialogue. Dialogue is very interesting because you have not much dialogue from our killer. Most of our dialogue, it's done like done in third person almost in ways, like he's narrating it, or however you want to say, fourth person, narrating the story, or at least the end process he narrates. Otherwise, he doesn't have any dialogue. And then the old lady, the old blind lady, she has dialogue. She probably has the most out of the actual out of the victims. She has the most dialogue going on. So I'm gonna give it an A there. I think it works fine. It's believable context. Like the way that people talk, it's very, very, very believable that they would talk this way to each other, especially if they knew each other, and it's quite interesting. So I'm gonna give it an A there. And the third thing is the editing. The editing is really good in this. There's no like real errors that I noticed. I did notice one tiny minute continuity error, and that was only by surprise that I caught it. And it's stupid. It was a clothespin on the clothesline. It was moved, and there wasn't one in front of her in one shot, and then in the next shot it's in front of her. I laughed because I was like, oh my God, Matt, you're being that picky that you noticed a single clothespin move, but that just shows how much I notice things in movies. But it's definitely not anything negative or bad. Shit happens, I tried to make a movie back in the early 2000s, and I forgot buckets of blood in the background. So, it happens. People make mistakes. But anyways, I'm going to give it an A on the editing. I think that it's fine enough, that it works on all levels. Keeps a nice, steady pace. It doesn't lose any momentum, really, whatsoever. Even when the killer at the very beginning runs away from the first victim, and he runs away, and it's kind of funny how he runs away because he is just making a mad dash. But it's all around interesting. I would have liked it to be a little longer. That's my only real complaint. It could have been like 10 minutes longer. I think it would have been really cool to add some extra stuff that route. Excuse me. But now on to my final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It could have been much better. It could have been bad, but there's nothing bad about this. I didn't notice anything that would be negative in any aspect. I think Steven is a great director. I really like his style. I think he knows exactly what he wants when it comes to filmmaking. I am very thankful that he let me review this and Klaus the Devil's Primate, and then I have a trilogy of his coming up here in a few weeks that I'll be working on as well. So yeah. Alright guys, I love your faces. I'll be back at you on Tuesday with another review. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this next week. And then of course Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday the following week. Alright guys, love your faces.